Okay, I think I am live. This is mostly just a test stream. I want to stream later this week, probably on Friday, I think is what I said. So I'm just getting everything set up, seeing how everything looks. It does not look very good, but I'm streaming from the camera on my computer. So it kind of makes sense. It doesn't look very good, but that's okay. If anybody is in the chat, can you hear me? Ingrid Wynn, hello, welcome to my test stream. Can you hear me? Sweet. So this isn't going to be a very long stream. Just thought I would test it out. I do have a DSLR camera, a fairly nice camera, but I don't really know how to hook it up yet or do any of those fancy streaming things. So I'm going to be streaming from my laptop. So it looks a little bad, but sorry about that. Anyways, Ingrid, what are you up to today? I am just taking apart this Mach. I just barely did a showcase video for it on Sunday. So now it's time to take it apart so I can start working on my next one. Yeah, don't we all? A new camera would be nice, especially in this day and age. It's almost impossible to really do anything you want to do without a really nice camera. So I get that. Maybe you'll find one for Black Friday or something. Just got home from work. Nice. I had the day off today, which was nice. I was able to get some errands done and then try to figure out this whole streaming thing. It's a lot harder than you would think. Just trying to get the camera set up, making sure you have a streaming software. What should you build? Well, depends on what you've got right now. If you have any new sets, those are always good. I have a few sets that I need to crack open, but a little unmotivated right now. I mostly want to start on a Mach. Backlog is so big. I know that feeling. What kind of stuff do you have in your backlog? Hello, Lego Creations 101. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, my friend? Ingrid Wynn, Assembly Square. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that a city set? Is it one of those modular buildings? Awesome. I love the modular buildings. Like once I start getting a little bit more income coming in, I definitely want to get into those modular buildings. I think they look super cool. Right now, I mostly just collect Star Wars just because that's what I'm the most passionate about. But I've always really liked the city sets, especially as a kid. I enjoyed collecting the construction sets and whatnot. So I finally got all the minifigures off this. I have a big drawer right here. This is what my kind of minifigure selection looks like right now. It's kind of just a mass, but hopefully one day I can get it sorted out into some bins like this. Lego Creations, can you build a massive clone outpost? Yes, definitely. I would love to build a massive clone outpost. I think that would be really cool. In fact, I have toyed with the idea of building like a giant clone base or something. Do you mean like a full-on base or just kind of like a scouting outpost? The one problem with all these having so many bins is it's hard to know where the bin that I'm looking for is at. Sometimes they can disappear. You have Friends and City mostly. Are you talking about like Friends, the TV show, or is there a different line of Lego called Friends? Lego Creations, how many clones do you have? Um, how many clones do I have? That's a good question. I think last time I counted, I had 20 to 30 clone troopers, but my army has definitely grown since then. I've bought in a lot of those Kashyyyk battle packs, so it could be up into the 40s by now. I'll definitely have to get a count and maybe do a minifigure video showing off how many clone troopers I have. It's a decent amount, mostly phase one. So tape one piece on the front of each drawer. Oh wow, that is actually a really good idea. I should probably do that. The only problem is some of my bins, like this one, it's kind of hard to know what exactly I should label it, but that is definitely a good idea, something to figure out. I also have much larger bins like this that I put my unsorted pieces in, but I'm slowly trying to integrate all the big bins into these smaller ones. Friend sets with the mini dolls. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That's cool. I have some family who collect the Lego City sets, and they have a pretty respectable city. I haven't seen it in a while, but last time I saw it, I was very impressed. They've got a lot of modulars, a lot of streets, and I think they were talking about putting LED lights throughout the city, so that would be cool. Hey, Brick Chains Productions, welcome to the stream, my brother. Yeah, this is just a test stream. As you can see, it's super grainy, and I really don't like how bright the table and the walls are. I'm definitely going to have to figure out something in the future. However, I wanted to get a test stream in today because I have the day off, and I wanted to get everything figured out so that way I didn't embarrass myself too much come Friday when I do my official stream. Did you see my town? No, I did not, Ingrid. I didn't know you had one. I'll definitely have to check that out. How long have you been working on it? Brick Change Productions day off. Nice. Yes. Especially because I work outside all day. And so it's really cold right now and really windy, and there's supposed to be snow. So any day I can build with Lego instead of working outside is a good day. Right now, I'm just taking down this MOC because I need it out of the way. I wanted to keep it built for longer, but I decided this would be a good activity for me during a live stream. And then I can use these pieces for my next MOC, which I will be announcing this Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Had to restart due to fire. Oh, wow. Like an actual fire in your house? That's crazy. What's your biggest MOC? Well, Lego Creations 101, my biggest MOC area-wise would have to be the third episode of the Naboo Chronicles. I don't know if you were following my channel during that time, but I built a giant 3 base plate MOC. That one's my biggest. However, I will say it wasn't my favorite MOC. It was a rush job, and I don't know. I just didn't have the time to put the care and detail that I wanted into it, but that one is the biggest. Although coming up, this MOC coming up is going to beat that by quite a bit. Still haven't taken down my MOC from like 2 months ago. I'm so lazy. Oh, Brick Change Productions. I've been there. I once kept a MOC up for, it was probably like 2 months. You know, sometimes we just put so much work into these Lego creations that you just don't want to take it down, you know? I get that. What about you, Lego Creations 101? What's your biggest mock you've built so far? Let me adjust the camera a little bit here. So like I said earlier, I'm currently streaming off my laptop. That's why it's so grainy and just bad. So I apologize for the poor quality. Hopefully I can get something worked out. Just Build with Bricks. Hi, happy early Thanksgiving. A happy Thanksgiving to you as well, my friend. What are you up to today? It's so good to see people turning out for my stream. I was really worried that nobody was even going to turn up. So it's good to see that there are some people out there this hour of the day. Normally I would be at work, so this is a very unusual time for me to be putting out Lego content. But I figured why not? I might as well get a head start. I've been wanting to stream for a while. I've just been very hesitant because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I knew my streams wouldn't be very good in the beginning with the whole lighting quality and stuff. So I decided to just get it out of the way and get those bad streams out of the way. Let's see, Just Build with Bricks. Not much, just been making a few mocks and watching some Christmas movies. Awesome. What Christmas movies are you watching today? Also, Brick Change Productions. I don't know if you're still on, but when are you going to finish up that Brick Change with the Millennium Falcon? I'm waiting, man. Just Build with Bricks. Mainly, your stream is going great so far. Oh, thanks, man. That's good to know. It looks really bright on my end. I don't know if it's dimmer on your guys' end or not. Just Build with Bricks. Mainly Home Alone. That's a good one. I watched that one a long time ago, and I remember laughing a lot. I don't know if I would still think it's as funny now that I'm an adult, but definitely a good Christmas one to watch. Brick Change Productions. I'm intimidated to do it. Yeah, I feel you. It was very intimidating to start this. I kept coming up with excuses, and I didn't want to do it, but I figured if I wanted to keep up with all these other YouTubers who are doing streams and growing their channels, I figured I'd have to bite the bullet and just go for it, start it. Brick Change Productions. I don't know if I can pull off the Millennium Falcon. I tinkered with it this morning before work. I don't know if I can pull it off. I mean, that's a tough one for sure. It's a big set. A lot of pieces to utilize, even if you decide not to use all of the pieces. I actually almost was going to put out another video today. I was talking with my dad, and he told me the new Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar is on sale right now for 25 bucks at Walmart. And so I was thinking about going and getting that, but I ended up not doing it because I kind of wanted to put out a quick review on it today, just my initial thoughts, but decided to focus on the live stream instead. Save myself a little bit of money, you know. Just Build with Bricks. Anyway, I'm going to go since I have to go eat soon and then get ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. All right, Just Build with Bricks. Thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy your Thanksgiving, my friend. Lego Bric-a-Brac. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. So glad to see you. Looking good from my end. Oh, that's good to hear. Very good. Ingrid Win, I got it. I'm assuming you're talking about the Lego Advent Calendar. What do you think? You like it or not? I won't open it yet. Oh, yeah, obviously I don't. That's a good point. It's not time for the Christmas countdown, so you probably don't have many thoughts on it yet. if you do have any thoughts, I'll make sure to head over to your channel and see if you've got any thoughts on it or not. I really want to figure out how I can get rid of this blinding white light that's coming from, I believe it's the table on the walls. Maybe I'll try putting a tablecloth over this for my next stream. It's not, I don't know, I don't think it's blinding anybody, but it is kind of obnoxious and distracting. So hopefully you guys won't have to deal with that next stream. Let's see, Brick Change Productions. Are you going to rebuild the sand crawler, or are you using the pieces for your next big project? That is a good question. So I really want to rebuild it just because, honestly, it's been taken apart for 4 or 5 months now, and I really try to keep the sets I buy built. But that one just has so many brown pieces, it's hard for me to justify just keeping it on the shelf, as you can imagine. So I'm going back and forth. I might rebuild it. If I can get done with taking apart this MOC today, I might start rebuilding it on my stream on Friday. But I might have to take it apart again for the big MOC coming up. But we will see. I don't celebrate Xmas, but won't spoil it for the others who do. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like a pretty cool set. Obviously, it's nothing special, but I did see a couple cool little minifigures. I also noticed it came with a little mini Minoc, that little bat thing that you see in Star Wars Episode 5. I do kind of want to get one of those. Lego Brick-a-Back with family, and I'm being told to turn off my tablet. Keep this live stream up as a video when it's finished, and I'll watch it. Sounds good, man. Go enjoy some quality time with your family. I will definitely be doing that over the next couple of days. But thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was, like I said earlier, I was really nervous that nobody would show up. Like, that would be kind of embarrassing. You know, I've got 240 subscribers, but nobody shows up to my streams. One thing that did really disappoint me with the streaming is I really wanted to stream off my phone because that's what I film all my videos from. But you have to have over 1,000 subscribers or more in order to do that, and that's not going to be happening anytime soon for me. So, gonna have to stick with the webcam. I tried hooking up my DSLR, but I was having issues and it wasn't working. So I just decided to stick with the webcam because at least you guys can see me. At least you know it's not choppy. It seems to be keeping up with me pretty well, so that's good. I am curious, for those of you who are on the stream right now, what kind of sorting system do you guys use for your parts? Like, do you just keep them all in one big bin? Are you more of a fan of these little bins, or do you use the bigger drawers like this? Because I honestly don't know many Lego collectors. I'm really the only one in my area, or that I even know of around here. So just curious as to what you guys do for your own little systems and such. Josh's Bike Rides. Welcome to the stream. I use big bins to sort my Legos. Okay, cool. I used big bins a lot growing up. In fact, that's pretty much all I had. I still really like the big bin because I don't know. There's too many different kinds of parts. I wouldn't have enough of these smaller bins to sort them all. So it's nice to have a good balance of big and small bins, I think. So it's cool to use the big bins. Ingrid, when I use drawers, okay, are you talking about like the smaller drawers like this or kind of the bigger ones? see, can't find my dark gray bricks. Dark gray bricks bins. Too many bins. Gotta start putting names on them, I guess. Oh, there we go. Change Productions. I actually keep all my pieces in dozens of Pick-A-Bricks containers and several random medium bins. I hate messes. Yeah, I get that. I know a lot of people who use the Pick-A-Brick cups. That's a pretty good way to sort it, I think. I don't ever buy parts off the Pick-A-Brick wall just because the only Lego store by me is super far away, but I think that is a pretty efficient way to sort and keep Legos. I see a lot of the big YouTubers that I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with all utilize those Pick-A-Brick cups. Bigger drawers, Ingrid Wynn. My Lego room used to be immaculate, not anymore. What happened? Why isn't it immaculate anymore? You mean just because you're working on a big project? Or I remember you said something about a fire earlier. Something happened to your Lego room? The fire, okay. That is really unfortunate. That's honestly one of my big fears as an adult is just losing my Lego room to just some kind of disaster or catastrophe. Like, put so many years, like you guys know how it is, you know, you put a lot of time and money into your collections, into something you're passionate about, and it'd just be terrible to just lose it in a way like that. So hopefully you're on the way to getting it all back. The whole city had to be rewashed. Oh man, I bet. That's the terrible thing about smoke is the smoke damage, you know, it just gets into those pieces and you've got to wash them, got to take care of them. It's rough. Brick Change Productions. I would be devastated if I lost my collection. Amen to that. Like, I don't even have that big of a collection, but I've put a lot of time and money into collecting what I have, and it's definitely not a passive hobby for me. Like, I would say I'm obsessed with Legos. My wife will definitely agree with that, but they're obviously not everything to me, but it would be just devastating. So for those of you still on the stream, I'm curious, how long have you guys been collecting Lego, like consistently, like since a child? I personally was an avid Lego builder as a kid. That's all I spent my money on. That's all I did. That's all I ever wanted to do. And then I got into my high school years, and you know, Legos aren't really all that, aren't that cool. And so I kind of got away from Legos for a while. Stopped collecting them. I started playing high school basketball. I love basketball. Got into that, and then kind of grew up into an adult and didn't really collect again until I got married. And I just felt like the creative side of my life was suffering, and I needed an outlet. And I had brought my Legos with me when I moved out with my wife, and I started collecting again, and it just took hold of me. And then here we are. I've got my own YouTube channel now. Piles of washed here, unwashed there, backlog under here, new city on the right. Arg, what a mess. Oh, I don't envy you. You have your work cut out for you, that's for sure. But hopefully you can get it all figured out. It sounds like you've got pieces washed already, so that's good. You're starting to make some headway there. Gotta go grab another bucket. Got a bunch of white pieces. Gotta sort through. You know, I really like the idea of live streams. I think they're really cool. Just to be able to talk with you guys like this as I'm doing, you know, Lego stuff. Because I don't really build Legos with anybody. And so streams are my way to kind of, you know, hang out with my friends, I guess you could say. Because I don't really typically talk about or bring up Lego too much collect around my friends. So I think these streams are really cool. I'm definitely going to try to start doing more of these. I think streaming is a good way to help build my community as well. As you guys know, I'm really trying to grow my YouTube channel, and I have been very grateful for your guys' support and subscribing, watching my videos, here on my live streams even. I am very grateful. Let's see, Brick Change Production. Sounds a lot like my Lego journey. Started collecting as a kid, sort of stopped high school. Yeah, then on and off again till mid-20s. Then a Lego store opened up near me and been pretty steady building since. It's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't wish I had still been collecting Legos in my high school years. Like, obviously, I was doing what I wanted to do, but I missed out on a lot of good sets, you know. I've bought most of them since then, but I definitely had to hunt for them. So I respect and applaud those people who are able to just stick with it their entire life. That's admirable, in my opinion. Ingrid, I am fairly new, over 1 year. I am older. Okay, cool. So a little bit new to the Lego community. That's awesome. That's cool. You already got a city going like within a year. My Lego journey, actually, it restarted fairly recently. It was just last September. Last September is when I bought my first Lego set that I had bought in a while, and it was the Imperial Shuttle, and I loved it. I couldn't put it down, and so I bought another one, and then so really it's been just over a year that I've really gotten back into Lego, and then just January of last year, I decided to really do something scary and start my YouTube channel. Even when I was building, I missed out on so many good sets, even some a few years ago. Yeah. I mean, it's so hard to just collect all the good sets, you know, all the sets you want, just because we're not made of money. Got bills to pay, got mouths to feed. So I don't know if you guys have heard this yet. You might have. The Lego Group, or the company Lego, purchased Bricklink. I think it was yesterday. Pretty big deal. I wonder what that's going to do exactly. Interested to see if you guys have any thoughts on that. I'm excited for the new $5 blind bags. I'm the only one. I don't really know what those are. You'll have to enlighten me as to what a blind bag is. Are you talking about those bags where you just buy the bag and it doesn't say what minifigure is in there? I have seen those for like the Lego movie and stuff. Yes, okay. I don't know. I think that's kind of a fun idea because I don't know, sometimes when it comes to Lego, like, I'm happy with whatever I get. Sometimes I'm very picky, but I think sometimes it's cool to just buy a little bag like that and, you know, just be surprised, not know what you're going to get. You know, just that little element of suspense adds some little extra flavor to your life. Be right back. BFAB is on too with Lego Freak. All right. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Ingrid, thanks for stopping by. You guys got any fun plans for Thanksgiving? I know some people travel out of town, go meet up with in-laws, or family. You'll be back. Oh, okay. All right. See you back in a little bit. I should still be here. I've got a fair amount of free time, so we'll kind of just keep going and see how this turns out. You know, I can't wait for the day when my streams get obviously better in quality and just sound. And you just got a ton of people on here. And I've had some good times on live streams. There's been some good. I don't like the huge ones. Like I've been on like Star Wars Theories live streams where there's just a million comments coming in, nobody can really answer anything. I don't like those. So I like the Lego community ones because they're usually a bit slower and you can really get some good dialogue going with the other builders. Brick Change, eating with the family and tackling that Millennium Falcon build. It's awesome. I love it. No better way to spend the holidays, am I right? Tan bricks. Thanksgiving is a great holiday. It's one of my favorite holidays. I love to eat, so obviously that one's going to be a big holiday for me. I'm not sure what time I'll be doing my live stream next or on Friday. It will be on Friday. I might do a one later on in the evening just because it's Friday. People will be back from their shopping and I want to hopefully get some of the UK people in on here because I know a couple of them wanted to join. So hopefully I can figure out a time that works best for everybody. I don't know how people can live stream and build at the same time. I'd be so distracted. I know. I feel like I keep looking for the same bin over and over again. But it's definitely a lot of fun. It's more enjoyable than I thought I would just because, talking Lego with you guys and building, like, it's what I was doing, kind of stuff I did as a kid, except for I actually had people in the room. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah. I would like to improve the quality. I know I've said that like a million times, but my inner perfectionist right now is just screaming at me to figure out what's going on with the blinding white light. But it's okay. It's livable. Sometimes you just got to accept where you're currently at. It will be nice to have this mock out of the way. It's taking up space, precious space in my recording studio. Because like I said, I got something big coming for you guys, and it's going to take up a lot of room. So this one had to go. Let's see. I don't know how people. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Relax. The quality isn't bad. Thanks. That's good to hear. I just, you see so many of these amazing YouTubers out there with these high quality cameras, and you think, I got to be at that level before I can start. But you just got to start somewhere and be okay with that, So it's all about the experience, just like you said. Like, love hanging out with you guys and building. And I definitely want to get as many of these in as I can with the whole COPPA thing. I don't want to talk about COPPA too much because I'm just, it's a heartbreaking thing to talk about for us. But I don't know how that's going to affect live streams and stuff. So I definitely want to try and get some of these in while I can. I would like to start streaming at least once a week, maybe on Fridays or something, Fridays or Saturdays. Maybe I'll put out a poll or something, figure out what works best for everybody. I'm also surprised with how much I have been talking. I'm a hardcore introvert, and so you guys see a side of me that nobody else really sees. You get to see the excited, the pumped up Coconut Brick Studios. And I'm normally a very reserved. I like to watch and observe rather than speak. So I was a little worried if I got on a stream that it would just be, dead silence. But I'm surprising myself, I guess. Once I get started, it's hard to get me to stop talking about Legos. I'm making quick work of this mock. I probably will have to rebuild that Sandcrawler on Friday's stream, just so I'll have something to do. Maybe I'll crack open a couple other sets. I've got a hefty backlog right now. really excited for the holidays, Christmas to get here. Not to sound greedy, but I do really need some new sorting containers, some more sorting containers. So it's definitely on the Christmas list. Hopefully I can start getting more of these big bins parted out into these smaller, more organized bins. So I've been watching The Mandalorian recently, probably like most of you guys. I don't know how many of you have Disney Plus, but I have been pleasantly surprised. Like I leave the I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot. I leave the episodes wanting more. Like I feel like they're a little too short almost, and so I think that's a good thing. They're really capturing my attention. Change. You do lives. You do good live speaking. I've noticed in your videos you don't have any long poses or ums, though maybe you were well rehearsed. But it's the same live. I'm still working on that. No spoilers. I didn't see the last episode. Ooh, good thing I didn't say anything. No, I wasn't planning on saying anything just because I know everybody's at different paces. So yeah, don't worry. No spoilers here. As to well, there, I just started going a lot. I took public speaking classes as a kid, and that really helped, as well as, like you said, my videos are pretty well rehearsed. In fact, it takes me quite a while to film because I'm, like I said, much of a perfectionist. And so, like that whole COPPA video I put out, that honestly took me about 3 hours to film, just because, you know, that was some very complicated stuff we were talking about. And I wanted to get my facts right, and I wanted to make sure everything was smooth and understandable. So that one definitely put in a lot of work. These videos, doing these whole like YouTube videos, have really helped me grow as a person outside of my Lego channel. I'm a much more comfortable speaker, and I have a bit of a speech impediment, and it's really helped me work on that as well. Kind of get rid of that. It's funny, I have a lot of people comment on the fact that I talk in my videos and you can see my face, just because it's a hard thing to do. And it is a hard thing to do. It's a very hard thing to do. But, you know, to each their own. I think for me, the reason I really wanted to speak on camera and be on camera was I wanted people to make a connection with me. So it would make people want to come back, you know, keep visiting my content, and so that I could really get to know the people. However, I was a little bit nervous to do that, just because I didn't really. It's a very private thing to know, you know, put your not information, but your face, your looks, the way you talk. But I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of cool. I've kind of always wanted to have my own little channel, but as a kid, I wasn't very outgoing or very talkative, and so I kind of just, you know, crossed out the idea of ever doing that. And then my wife really pushed me, because she loves YouTube and that kind of stuff, and so she really pushed me to start it. And I was like, okay, I'll try it out. I mean, honestly, I couldn't really imagine myself doing stuff like this, because I'm the opposite of who I am on my channel. I'm very, like, if you watch my first videos, you're just like, who is this man? Like, sounds like a robot. Just because I was so quiet, and, you know, so just calm, not necessarily calm, but robotic and quiet. I've definitely grown a lot since them early days. It's really tough. You look directly into the camera and everything. Oh yeah, like I remember the first video I filmed, I sat down and I just sat there. My wife was kind enough to help me with the camera, and she's like, "You ready?" And I was like, no. Like I don't know. I felt like I just wasn't ready to put my imperfect, flawed self on the internet, because that's the crazy thing is you're putting yourself out there, and people typically aren't super great at public speaking. I speak from experience, obviously, and so it's a scary thing to just put yourself out there where people can, judge and watch you anonymously. I feel like people are a lot harsher on the internet because you can hide behind a profile, and so it's a very scary thing to just look into that camera and just really talk and interact with people. So I agree with you there, Brick Change. Let's see. I was the same, being an introvert. Yes, good. I'm not the only one. We're out there, right? We all know we're out there. We're a little too timid to reach out to each other sometimes. It's been, let's see, and awesome you have a wife pushing you. Oh, absolutely. Like I try not to talk about her too much just because I don't want to feel like I don't want people to think that I'm bragging about my wife or plugging my wife too much. I want it to be about the Legos. That's what we're here for, but at the same time, I got to give credit where credit's due. Like without her, I definitely wouldn't have started this YouTube channel. It's been hard for me, and all you see are my hands. I get that. It's crazy how like Lego building comes so naturally for a lot of us, right? We've been building for so long, and then suddenly you stick a camera there and you don't know what to do. You fumble around with the pieces, you drop things, suddenly the Lego set breaks all the time, no matter how you hold it, and it's like, what's going on? Like all I have is a camera here. And it's crazy how that happens. Like my first speed build, I felt like I was just taking so long just because I was fumbling around. The bags wouldn't open right. It's funny how, starting a YouTube channel can be so difficult over just the simplest things. Like even me just being able to open my mouth and talk about a simple Lego Star Wars set still is a real challenge. Like not pretending like I'm good at it now, but I've definitely learned a lot. I originally wasn't going to speak, just do Brick Changes with music, but I like speaking to everything. Feels more personal. Yes, I agree, Brick Change. That's kind of where I'm at. Like I wanted it to be very. I wanted you to get to know Coconut Brick Studios. Like who is he? He's not just a pair of hands. He has arms attached to those hands and a face. And it makes you want to come back for more, and it makes you really feel like you've got a friend on the other end of that screen. So I heartily agree and support with what you're doing, Brick Change Productions. It gives me a whole newfound respect for like movie actors and actresses who can go out there and just perform movies. Like it's insane what those guys can do, and with nothing but a green screen behind them. Like before I had this channel, excuse me, before I had this channel, I didn't really think too much about that whole side of things, but now I'm like, wow, they got some serious talent. Like makes sense as to why they're making so much, Brick Change Productions. I'm just a pair of hands attached to some arms. And see, I think it's great to go at whatever level you're comfortable with. Like I don't think everybody has to show their face. I think it's totally fine to not show your face. It all just depends on what works best with your personal vision of how you want your channel to be, like even I can't remember his name because I don't really watch his videos, but there's a really big speed builder out there, Brick Builder or something. He's got like over a million subscribers. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of his videos, so I don't know if he ever talks, but from what I ever saw, he never talked, never showed his face. And I mean, the dude's got tons and tons of subscribers and does really well. So it's all just whatever works for you, And I'm a very private and personal guy, and so I don't know. It was interesting that I decided to show my face to talk and stuff. Interesting decision. Wow, we've got 5 people on the chat. That's awesome. Tasha Harris, hi from the UK. Hello there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just taking apart this mock. Today is just kind of a test live stream. I wanted to get the whole audio figured out, and the video, obviously, it's a little bright, but just wanted to see what was going on. And then Friday, I'm going to do a bigger and probably longer live stream. But thank you so much for stopping by. Just out of curiosity, what time is it right now in the UK? Because I'm trying to decide what time I should stream on Friday to hit up a bunch of my UK peeps. And so I guess I could just look it up on Google. Maybe I should probably do that. Ooh. R&T Studios, hello there, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Just taking apart a mock. What are you up to this fine day? Tasha Harris, no problems. I've never seen this channel before. Your voice is very calming. Thank you. I really appreciate that because I do a lot of talking, and so it's good to know my voice does not grate on the ears. It's 10:30 p.m. in the UK. Okay, so it's a little late. So my next stream on Friday, I'll probably do it a little bit earlier then, just so that I don't keep you guys up too late. So I want to get as many people there as I can. Get some good discussion, some good dialogue going on. Let's see, you said you've never seen this channel before. Well, I am a Lego Star Wars collector. I used to just do reviews and speed builds and comparisons, but I've since branched off into Lego hauls and mock building. So really just all things Lego Star Wars related. I would eventually like to branch out into other realms or other lines of Lego. But for now, it's just Lego Star Wars, just because I have, financial constraints. So the money I do have, I put towards Lego Star Wars. I can't find, there it is. Brick Hive, hello. Welcome to the stream, good man. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for answering my comment the other day. I was asking you about how to live stream, obviously, because I've been planning. So thanks for answering my questions. If you have anything else you'd like to share with me, live streaming tips, I would be more than happy to take them because I really want to learn how to get the live stream down. Oh, we got a bunch of people. You meant to warn us, God of Bricks. Sorry about that. So this is not the official stream. I'm still doing that official stream on Friday. Let me know, any of you guys, let me know down in the chat section what times work best for you, because I have the whole day. And so I'm going to try to plan it around when the most people can show up. So make sure to let me know and welcome. Let's see, Tasha Harris, I used to play with Lego as a child. Yes, it does. It does hurt. It's pretty painful. Also, Brick Change Productions, what is your second favorite Lego genre after Lego Star Wars? My second favorite, I don't know. Probably City. Well, no. Trying to think. Look behind me, see what else I have. Yeah, probably the Creator series or City. I really love architecture and structures and building and stuff like that. I really did enjoy the Lord of the Rings Lego line, but that didn't last very long. So, I do like that line. I don't really count that one because they discontinued it so long ago. Brick Hive, not a problem. Glad to see you streaming. Thanks so much for showing up. Can't stop long. I'm doing great. That's good to hear. That's what I like to hear. In UK, it's 10:30. Rewind 2 hours. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I was thinking about doing a morning stream on Friday, but let's be real, guys. I'm probably not gonna want to do that right in the morning, right when I get up. I plan on sleeping in super late, but I definitely don't want to rush things. I want to enjoy my Black Friday a little bit. Maybe I'll go do some shopping. Don't know about you guys, but it's always fun to go do some shopping. All right, see you later, God of Bricks, Brick Change Productions. Got to run. Kids are awake. All right, go tend to those children. Thank you so much for stopping by and enjoy your Thanksgiving. Hopefully we'll see you on Friday as well. LWSA Productions, welcome, my friend. Hello, is this your first stream? Yes, it is. That's why it's called the test stream. I decided to just test things out, see if I had a good microphone, see if my webcam was okay, because my camera wasn't working. It didn't hook up or connect to the computer properly. I don't know. So just going with the webcam. And so I thought I'd try things out and see how the stream looked. I don't like the glare from this white table. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to snag a tablecloth or maybe even some towels and just kind of drape them over the table. I'm hoping that'll help get rid of some of the noise and bring things down light-wise a little bit. Right now, I'm just taking apart my last mock I built, the Artillery Outpost Ambush. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, I would highly recommend checking that video out. It was a pretty cool mock. I had some clone commandos and some Jedi hanging off the side here, and then they were ambushing this large droid cannon with some droids. So it was a pretty cool mock. Not my best, not my worst, you know. Now I'm just taking it down so I can get ready for my next project. So what's the next build going to be? Well, that is a good question. I'm just kidding. I do have something planned. I will be announcing it on Sunday, this coming Sunday, yeah. And it's going to be big. For those of you guys on the live stream, I'll give you a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a preview. It's going to be, initially it was going to be 2 base plates wide and 4 base plates long, but it's going to actually be bigger than that just because I needed more space. And so it's going to be big, bigger than anything I've ever attempted on this channel. I'm a little bit nervous just because I'm still in school right now and working. And so my free time is limited. However, I feel like, you know, it's just gonna be a good way to test myself, test my endurance and my building abilities. So I'm looking forward to starting. I will be announcing December 1st what my next project is, and then right after that, we're gonna go into weekly updated segments. Geez, that sounds like a big mock. Yeah, it's big. I really wanted to really just do a big mock, kind of make a name for myself. You know, a lot of the big mock builders out there, Rich Boyd J, the Brick Wiz, David Hall, Solid Brick Studios. They all have, you know, that big mock that they're known for. David's got Kashyyyk and Crate. Rich Boyd J's got Vardos. The Brick Wiz had that Kessel run, and now he's working on a Naxxas. So I just wanted a big mock to really hopefully help put me on the map a little bit, help people know Coconut Brick Studios he's here, you know, he's here to stay. He's got some good content coming out. And it's always fun to build a giant project. Anyways, what are you guys up to today? Anybody working on anything cool? Also, I don't know how many of you guys have seen this, but the Lego group or the Lego company purchased Bricklink yesterday. That's kind of a big deal, right? I would say they're probably, I don't want to say they're a competitor to Lego, but they're definitely the biggest non-official Lego platform that sells Legos that I'm aware of. So I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen in the near future. Lego, they really just said they wanted to get to know the adult fan of Legos a little bit more. So we'll see what their end game is there. LWSA Productions. I usually stick to small mocks, but I want to try building some larger mocks as well. Yeah, that's honestly how I've been for really since I started my channel. It's a lot more manageable. You can really plan out a smaller mock better and fits in your budget better, and just time constraints. They're much easier to put out. But you know, those big ones, they're enticing. It's just fun to throw yourself into a massive project like that and see what happens, see what you can come up with. LWCA Productions, yeah, that's crazy. I actually don't use Bricklink that much. Interesting. Where do you get most of your parts then? Pick-a-Brick cups, I would imagine. I am an avid Bricklink user. I love Bricklink. In fact, I buy so much stuff off there. I buy minifigures. I've gotten single cast animals like the Gungan Kadu. I obviously get tons of parts. I love how cheap it is, and you really can find just a huge selection on there. Like I can usually always find a store that has most of what I need. So it is definitely a staple here at Coconut Brick Studios. Yeah, usually Lego store and eBay. Yeah, eBay is a big one for me too. Not as much recently as I've been buying more parts than I have sets, but I do get some sets off there. In fact, I'm selling a set on there right now. Hopefully it sells soon. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen, but only time will tell, right? This mock is coming apart really quickly. I'm going to have to figure out something else to do. I was planning on starting this mock, starting to dismantle this mock for this live stream, and then the next live stream on Friday I was going to finish, but it looks like I'm probably even going to finish today. I didn't know how long I was going to be streaming today. Like if it was going poorly or nobody was showing up, I was just going to stop it. But I've had continuous stream of people, like between 3 and 5 people. So I'm really grateful for you guys turning out and talking Lego with me. Nothing better than talking Lego while building Lego, right? Yeah, as far as starting the streams go, I don't know. I was just really inspired by a few of you guys, like LWSA Productions. You pumping out those streams every week. Solo Brick Builder, Brick Hive he's got some fun streams as well. And the Brick Bakery, Little Brick started doing it, and so I just decided, you know, I got to get into that streaming game. Got to figure this all out sooner rather than later. LWSA Productions. Who is the most impressive mock builder you've seen? Solid Brick Studios or Brick Wiz? As far as impressive, I would have to go with Solid Brick Studios. He builds on a level that the Brick Wiz can't yet, just because of space. And the Brick Wiz, his mocks are cool, but just the level of detail on David's mocks, like I've been following his Mandalore mock. It's insane. Like it looks so professional, and just the scale and detail of his mocks are cool. I like the Brick Wiz's mocks. They're cool. They're not as detailed as I would have as I like his Kessel Run. It was cool, but it was kind of simple at the same time, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. As far as my favorite though, I'd probably have to go with Rich Boyd J. He's the most impressive in my opinion, because he not only is putting out mocks, but he puts out his own custom vehicles. I know David and Matt both do that as well, but from what I've seen, like Rich Boy J just barely built the Horizon's Crest, that ship from the Mandalorian, while currently working on his Star Killer base mock. Like, that's insane to me to be able to put out that kind of stuff. Let's see. Hey guys, still in the game. Just a bunch of IRL stuff. Coconut, your mocks are awesome. Casey the Hut, welcome back, my friend. Like, it's been a little while. You know, you kind of had to take a break, and we all got that. Like, that made sense. But it's good to see you back. It's good to see you back in the Lego community. Hopefully things are going well for you. I saw your last video. You looked like you were starting to put your collection back together, although I think it was your nephew, you said. Looks like he got to some of your stuff. Welcome to the stream. Brick Ships. Hello there. Welcome to my stream. This is just a test stream. Just trying to get the whole lighting, get everything figured out, and see how everything looks. Next time, I'm probably going to put a tablecloth. Probably going to put a tablecloth over the table just because it looks really bright from my camera. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. So I will be streaming again this Friday. Probably at around 1:30 is kind of my loose timeline right now. If you guys are interested, stop on by. Anyways, yeah. So I really like Rich Boy J's mocks, and I think he's a cool dude. Don't always agree with the stuff he talks about in his videos, but overall, I respect the man. My internet is sketchy here. I'll post something soon. Good to hear. Yeah, I mean, the internet's bad. It's really hard to do anything. That's the problem with, this day and age. We rely so heavily on the internet to get our content out. I guess that makes sense. Obviously, if the internet doesn't work, we can't really put anything out. LWSA, have you ever built any other mock than Star Wars? I have. In fact, as a kid / teenager, I actually wasn't crazy into Star Wars. I liked Star Wars, but I actually preferred World War II stuff. I loved World War II. And really just any kind of modern military combat, like games like Killzone, Call of Duty, Halo. I couldn't play any of these games. My parents didn't let me, but I really love the backstory, and I love just the science fiction armies battling it out. So actually, I built a giant city, probably the biggest mock I've ever built. It was huge. It was just this massive city that spread out across my entire floor. And that was the biggest non-Lego Star Wars mock I ever built. In fact, it had all these buildings everywhere. I had these mech suits. I had a bunch of tanks. I had some US-styled tanks and some other countries, some Jeeps, tons of military guys. And then I even had this half of a bridge. It was really cool. You drove up onto the bridge and then like half of it had broken off. So I actually used to do a fair amount of non-Star Wars mocks. It wasn't until I was an adult that I really got into Star Wars and really focused on Star Wars mocks. That was a good question. I like that. Brick Ships, what are you building? A sandcrawler? No, actually, I'm taking apart my latest mock. If you didn't get to check that out, the video is up on my channel. It was kind of it was a cliff face with a base on top and some commandos kind of coming up the sides to ambush the base. But you are correct about the sandcrawler pieces. Because this is where they came from. I had to take apart my sandcrawler. I have the UCS sandcrawler, but there's no way I'm taking that apart. So I had to strip this down. So hopefully on my next stream, I'll be able to start putting this back together from these pieces. So put that guy over there. Casey the Hut, Lego love to all. Things are great. Good to hear. Legos are great. I love Legos. I have never seen anyone build an Avatar mock. See, that would be something I would love that. That would be so cool. The movie was a bit long for me. I assume you're talking about James Cameron's Avatar, the Blue People one. That one was so long, but the story and the world behind it is incredible. I would love to see someone like David or even Rich Boy J tackle that. I think they could do something really cool with that. RL Studios, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Brick Ships, oh, LOL. Yeah, he's gonna get put back together soon, hopefully. I don't like to take apart my sets for parts. However, the Sandcrawler just has so many good brown pieces that it's hard not to. Hey, LWSA. Can't wait to kick it in your stream. Gotta go. Keep on bricking. See you Friday. See you Friday, my friend. See you Friday. Hopefully we'll have some more good dialogue. Today's stream has been really good. I've had quite a few different people streaming in, had some good questions asked. Overall, a good chat. And we just passed the hour mark on this stream. That's crazy. I was planning to do like a 20-minute stream or something, something super short, but I ended up just taking off. I'm having a lot of fun, so we'll keep it going, until it just feels like it's time to end. Have you ever tried incorporating larger Lego sets into your mocks? For example, the UCS Sandcrawler. Yes, I have. I used nothing super big. Like I've used the Republic gunship. I've used the ATTE. I've used a couple of those droid AATs. I actually have been toying with the idea of using the UCS Sandcrawler for a mock. I think that would be really cool. That's honestly one of my favorite sets. The only problem is with sets that big, you have to make the entire mock that big, or else that set kind of overshadows everything and it looks a little disproportionate. So I have tried it on a smaller scale, but nothing like a UCS set yet. RL Studios, I subbed Coconut. Hope you make it to 250 soon. I think I was subbed before. Don't know what happened. LOL. Thanks for your support. Yeah, my goal is to hit 250 subs by the end of the year. So thanks so much for subbing and getting me one sub closer to that goal. Really want to hit 250. That way I can start working on that 300 milestone. One of my goals, going off of that question by LWSA Productions, I would like to start building my own custom vehicles. I don't have a lot of time right now for parts, but when I get more time, once I graduate school, I want to start building my own custom stuff. I have my custom ATRTs. I have some smaller custom vehicles, nothing too big. And so I would like to build a Sandcrawler. In fact, I love the Sandcrawlers. I think they're so cool. I would love to just build a giant one. I would also like to do my own ATTE. That's one of my favorite vehicles in Star Wars, and so I think it would be cool to kind of build my own version. It was unique to me. LWSA Production. I got the Death Star like 3 years ago, and I've never really used it in a build ever. Yeah. See, it's things like that, or even my UCS Star Destroyers. I've had people ask me if I'm going to put those in mocks, and I would like to, but it's hard to create a well-proportioned mock with a thing that size, and so it ends up just sitting there. In fact, my Star Destroyer is just right. It's right behind me over there. It just sits on my shelf all day. And I don't know. I like the set. It's kind of a hard purchase for me to swallow if I'm never going to use it in a mock or something. So I think it would be cool to be able to incorporate something like that in a mock one day. But yeah, the Death Star is a good example of that. Like, what are you gonna do that with that? Sorry, I have to keep sliding out of the screen. All of my big parts, my big part bins, these are over there. Couldn't really scoot them over. Let's see. My goal was 250 by Christmas, 230, but then COPPA and stress came along and that dream went down, but I'm still happy to gain some more subs. Well, I'll move to Discord for my mock showcases. Yeah, that was a tough blow for all of us, man. Like, I feel you there. That sucks. I had some big goals for this channel, and it's going to be a lot harder to get there now. I think we can still do it. I'm definitely going to stick around on YouTube as long as they'll, at least until they end up shutting down my channel. I guess I'll leave, but it's tough. Hopefully you can still get there though. Coconut, you could use your Star Destroyer for a Jeddah mock because the city of Jeddah would be pretty small compared to the Star Destroyer. Ooh, it's a good idea. That would actually be really cool. I love that scene. Rogue One's one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I absolutely love Rogue One. I know it's kind of a surprise. I know a lot of people who really weren't too happy with that movie. A lot of Star Wars fans, but I thought that was a great depiction of Star Wars and the Star Wars universe. And so I really like that. I think that would be a cool idea. I might have to look into that further and see what I can figure out there. I would love to see you do that. First Order Lego. Wow. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you have a good time here. Right now I am just taking apart one of my mocks, and hopefully once I get this done, I can start putting together this sandcrawler. I had to strip this sandcrawler down in order to build this mock. So once we get this all finished up, I can start working on some more projects. First Order Lego, I loved your vignettes. I didn't participate in that Rebel Lug contest, but man, some of those builds you made they were insane. They were blowing my mind, especially that one you built. It was the kind of the castle-like structure, and it had all those trans clear bricks, which I assume were meant to represent ice or water. But it looked so good. Like it was a work of art, in my opinion. So well done, my friend. RL Studios. What up, guys? What mock was it? So if you want to check it out, you can check it out later. I put it on my channel. Basically, it was a cliff, and I had this droid cannon mounted on top. There was kind of a small droid base built into the top of the canyon, and then I had a bunch of these clone commandos. These are just the clone lieutenants that I kind of decked out with some gear, and then I put these little winch backpacks, and they were slowly working their way up the cliff wall with these cable guns and backpacks to kind of ambush the droid outpost. It was pretty cool. Like, it was obviously not my favorite mock, but it was a cool idea to go up, you know, instead of typically I build out and away, but I actually went up this time and had them scaling the cliff wall. Thanks, dude. That was a fun but sleepless time. I bet. Like, you were cranking out those mocks. It was almost daily. Like, I was just like, what's he gonna do today? Like, how much better can he get? And it just kept blowing my mind. So excellent work there. This is gonna be the last small mock I build. My next mock is gonna be really big. In fact, it's gonna be a little over 2 base plates wide and 4 base plates long. I'm talking about the gray base plates. So it's going to take up pretty much this whole table. And I'll be announcing what that mock is on Sunday. So make sure you guys tune in to that video so you'll know what the mock's going to be about. It's going to be awesome. I've been planning it for months just because I had to take time to save up for the parts and just really figure out how I was going to do this. Make sure it fit with my school schedule and such. So yeah, I'm really excited. Looking forward to that. Sloopy Animations. What's up? What's up, my dude? First order Lego. Sounds interesting. We'll take a look. Yeah, building vertical is always fun but tricky. Yeah, I agree. It's hard to go vertical and still retain a lot of detail because with a brick wall you can build a brick wall pretty easy, but it's flat, it's plain. There's not a whole lot of detail in it, so you really have to get creative to figure out how you're going to make it interesting, dynamic, and really still tall. um, let's see. First order Lego. What era will it be? So it's going to be in the prequels era. Bit of a surprise because I know a lot of people aren't fans of the prequel era. I love the prequels. They're my favorite Star Wars movies. I grew up watching the prequels, and so those are kind of what got me into Star Wars. It takes place early on in the prequels. It's not an Episode 3 mock, so it's not going to be a bunch of clones, battling it out against a bunch of droids or something. But there will be some interesting things going on. First order Lego. No, this is Coconut Stream, but I built a Scarif mock not that long ago. It would be a huge honor if you could watch later. Have you ever built a clone base? I don't know. Are you talking to me, LWSA? First order Lego. Excited to see what it is. Got to head out. Nice stopping by. Keep on breaking, man. Hey, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Your builds really inspire and motivate me, so it means a lot for you to stop by my stream. I know I'm a smaller YouTuber, but I really appreciate it, and I look forward to hopefully conversing with you again in my streams and videos, and I'll check out your videos as well. So keep on bricking yourself, my friend. Yeah, sorry, I didn't specify the question was for you. Okay, yes. I did. I actually built not a big clone base. It was fairly big. It was 2 base plates wide. It was a clone base on Kashyyyk. I don't know if you remember my, I think I called it Droid Ambush on Naboo. It was that mock that won your mock contest. I built the clone base before I built that. So it's been a while, but it was kind of the aircraft portion of the clone base. So I had a custom, what do you call it? Republic attack shuttle. I'll show you what it looks like. So I had this was in it. It was in the hangar area. It was kind of styled after Kashyyyk camouflage because the old Republic attack shuttle's got some weird colors. It's got some wacky colors on it, and so I'm gonna tilt this up a little bit so I'm not leaning down. There we go. It's got some wacky colors, so I kind of toned it down a little bit, made it a little bit more military-like. Sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that Kashyyyk mock. Yes, yeah. It's been a while. Honestly, sometimes I forget that I built it just because it was so long ago, and people ask me if I've done clone bases, and I don't remember, but I did. I definitely do want to do another clone base, like a more official one. That one really only had one small wall and that laser gate, so there wasn't much to it. But I would like to do a more in-depth one, kind of like an Anaxis that the Brickwiz is doing. Obviously, I'm not going to copy his idea, but something of that nature I think would be cool. Down to the last section. We're so close. Man, that's awesome. First order Lego stopped by. Him and H2 Brick, I don't know how they can build the things they do. Looks so good. There's a lot of really good, I watch a lot of your guys' videos, and I'm always impressed with the quality mocks you guys put out. We've got some good builders in this community. Let's see. Do you ever watch Brickitect? I personally don't, but just curious. No, I don't watch Brickitect. As a person, I think he's cool. I mean, I don't hate him. However, his style of video is not very intriguing to me, and I feel like he's a little too broad for me. Like he covers too many lines of Lego to keep my interest. I prefer Star Wars, Legos. Like that's if you want to get me watching your videos, put out that good old Lego Star Wars content. He's I don't know, he's a cool guy, but yeah, his type of content doesn't really interest me. I don't really watch a lot of big YouTubers consistently, to be honest. Like I don't think I'm subscribed to any of them, but I do tune in. I do tune into certain videos. I've really been getting into David or Solid Brick Studios stuff. That guy is really starting to take off. Although some of his advertisement videos are a little funny, in my opinion. Just I don't know, stuff he chooses to review on his channel or whatever. Let's see. Do you ever watch the Clone Wars TV show for inspiration? Yes and no. I have drawn a lot of inspiration from the Clone Wars. I don't really watch it anymore. I keep telling myself like, all right, I'm going to start watching again for inspiration, and I just don't end up doing it. But there are some of my mocks that I have taken inspiration from the Clone Wars. I'm excited for this newest season. Excited to see what that has in store. To be honest, I get a lot of my motivation or inspiration just from, I get a lot of it from work, actually. I work outside, and so I have an opportunity all day to kind of, I look at natural rock landscapes, plants, bushes, grass, leaves, rivers, trees, just stuff like that. And so I actually get a fair amount, probably not all my inspiration comes from that, but I see a lot of stuff in real life and I think, oh, that sparks kind of a cool idea for Lego. And then, of course, I get a lot of inspiration from books, other YouTubers, and Star Wars. Let's see. Yeah, David is starting to do some weird ads. Yeah, some of his videos, like the LED lights, like I get that. Like I get like plugging stuff for your affiliate account. Like I totally get that. I'm gonna start doing the same thing soon. Like I used to have an affiliate account with Amazon, so I will do that. I think it's funny that he dedicates entire videos to like one time he did like this display case for just minifigures that wasn't like Lego or just like the cases. I just think it's funny that he'll like dedicate an entire video to just one thing. I don't know. It doesn't really have anything to do with his channel. Yeah. I mean, I want to see more Mandalore stuff. I would love to see a room tour of his. He's just got so many sets. Like I was watching one of his videos the other day, and the dude's got like six of these MTTs. Like these are the old 2007 ones. These are the big boys of the MTTs. And so it's crazy how many of those he has. So I would love for him to go through all of his sets and just kind of show us what he's got and stuff like that. Okay, we have officially taken apart all of this mock. Let's see. What about Beyond the Brick? Do you ever watch their Lego Star Wars videos? Beyond the Brick. No. Once again, so like channels like Brick Vault, Beyond the Brick, Brickitect, what's his name? The dude who wears the bug mask. Just Too Good. They're a little too broad, and I feel like I don't want to say kid-based, but kind of a lot of the sets they have, they'll cover a lot of sets like the Toy Story, the Elsa, the Frozen ones. And I'm not really into that kind of stuff. I think is Beyond the Brick, are they the ones who built that giant Yavin 4 base? Because that was pretty cool. But typically I don't watch the channels that are a broad spectrum. I prefer the more niche Lego Star Wars channels. Hey, it's already impressive. You have 2 MTTs. I only have 1. Well, it's funny you say that because I actually have three. I've got those two in the back, and then I've got this one. I got the two because I needed them for a mock, and I was curious. I was like, okay, I know the one in the back, this one. I know this one's bigger and better, but bigger is not always better. Like we talked about earlier with the mocks, it's hard to fit giant stuff into your mock. And so I thought maybe this smaller one will be better. So I will be talking about these more in a video coming up in a couple of weeks about which one I like more. Lego Head Productions, welcome. Welcome to the stream. LWSA Productions, my mind is blown. Yeah, I don't know. I actually really like, this is one of my favorite Trade Federation sets for vehicles. I really like this and the AAT. And so I actually would like another one of these, but that probably won't happen for a while. The audio quality is not the best. Ooh. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm using the microphone on my webcam on my laptop. So maybe I could try plugging in my lavalier microphone for my next stream on Friday. LWCA Productions, it's fine for me. Oh, that's good. So I've got some good, some bad. I guess we'll have to live with the happy medium. So for you, those of you guys just joining, I will be streaming again on Friday. That one will be hopefully a little bit better. I'm planning on putting like a tablecloth or something down so this table isn't so white. And we're going to be rebuilding this sand crawler, among other things. So it's going to be a good time. It's probably going to be around 1:30, probably like, let's see, probably around 3:30 Eastern time is what I'm thinking. It'll be a fairly long stream. So if you can't make it right away, don't fear. Like I'll definitely try to keep it going so as many of you guys can join as possible. I've got a question for you guys though on the stream. What kind of mocks would you like to see me do in the future? Like I've got my next big one planned that'll take me about 4, maybe 5 months, but I'd like to know what other kinds of things you'd like me to see as well as content. Some of my videos do a lot better than others. So what kind of videos do you like from me? Do you like my reviews, my comparisons, my speed builds, my mocks? I would love it if you let me know. That way I can make videos you guys will enjoy. Let's see, Lego Head Productions AZ. I was so happy when I saw that you put the two Star Destroyers facing each other like a puzzle. Yeah, it just felt right, you know? Like you see two pieces like that and you automatically just want to stick them together. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, that's going to be the thumbnail, just because it looked right, you know? So glad you liked that. LWSA, I'll try to hop on Friday. Awesome. I really appreciate you stopping by. You do a lot of great streams yourself, so I'm glad to see you here on one of my streams. I really like the ambush on Naboo mock. I like when you add lakes into your mocks. Ooh, interesting. Actually, that's one of my favorite mocks. I love working with water. I don't exactly know why, but I just enjoy it. It looks really cool, and I think it's a very tough challenge. Like you don't see a lot of mocks with really intricate water, right? You can put down a bunch of blue bricks and throw a little bit of stud, or you can throw those these trans blue studs down, but it's hard to really get some good detailed water. So I love a good water challenge. So I will definitely be making some more mocks with water in them. I've always wanted to get Star Destroyers and do that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun having those two Star Destroyers. I obviously like the new one much more than the old one, but the old one just kind of has that nostalgic feel to it. Also, any type of mountain feature. Ooh, yes. Mountains are good. Mountains are hard for me because I struggle getting that shape down. They're almost too symmetrical or not symmetrical enough. So that's definitely going to be a good challenge for me. Ben Yoda, I am. Where did your channel name come from? Okay, that's a good question. I like that. So, when I started my channel back in January, actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, sorry for such a long answer to your question, but I thought this would be fun. So I actually went through a few names when starting my channel. I love names. Names are like important to me, and I knew this was gonna be like my brand. And so a few of the other names, just for fun, just because you guys are on the stream, I had Brick Stallion, The Collector, Air Brick, Coconut Bricks Productions, The Dark Brick, and I ended up going with my wife suggested Coconut Bricks Productions, and I ended up going with Coconut Brick Studios. The reason Coconut Bricks is because my wife loves all things coconut. Like she loves coconut flavored stuff. She loves the coconut scented everything. She just loves coconuts. And so I wanted a channel name that would kind of give a little bit of a shout out to her just because she helped me start the channel and she is helping me. She helps me keep it going. So I felt like she deserved like a little bit of a shout out. And so I decided to go with Coconut Brick Studios because I wanted something Lego in there. And so that's where the bricks came from. And then studios just because, like this is my studio. This is where I film. So it turned into Coconut Brick Studios. At first I was a little worried that it was too feminine, but so far it's worked out okay. I haven't really been made fun of for it. Um, Coconut Bricks is better than the Dark Brick. Yes, Bric-a-Brac, I agree. Some of those names, they were a bit out there. You know how it is when you're brainstorming. You kind of just throw things down, throw things together. LWSA Productions, I love the profile picture. Thank you. I designed it myself, actually. This was back before I was in graphic design school, so I've made a much better logo now. I'm actually going to start using it soon, but it was just this cheap little free website that I could design stuff. So I made little coconuts and then stuck them on the palm tree. Then I found a copyright free stormtrooper picture, that I could legally use, and then just kind of threw it all together. So appreciate that. What about coconut flavored bricks? Oh, coconut flavored coconuts. That would have been funny. It probably would have been confusing. Like even now, sometimes people are like, coconut, like what does that have to do with Legos? Have you seen the Coconut Song? I don't think I have. Maybe, I don't know. Is it the one that talks about like I like coconuts, bananas, grapes, something about, I think there's a lot of fruit in it, maybe. I don't remember. Lego Bric-a-Brac, I'll probably have to remove the Lego from my name. Yeah, that's definitely one reason I went with Brick instead of Lego because, I know like people like Grego's Legos. He ended up having to change it to Grego's Bricks. I'm sure Ty the Lego guy is gonna have to change it at some point. So sooner the better. If you make me a mod, I can link it. Oh, okay. I made you a moderator. Hopefully it's appropriate. Hopefully it's not anything crass. I do try to, I know I'm not super crazy on the language, but I do try to keep my streams and comments fairly clean. I'm not one of those people who's going to delete your comment if you put a swear word or anything, but I try to keep my content clean, not kid friendly because I'm a grown man. Like I don't make content for children, but I like to keep it family friendly for people of all ages to watch. I made you a mod, by the way, Lego Head Productions. Coconut Bricks stands out. Lego Bric-a-Brac. Yes, that's actually another reason why I was kind of playing around with unique names. I wanted to really set myself apart from the rest of the people because there's a million Captain Rex ones, Anakin ones, Star Wars ones, and so I wanted something that people looked at and then kind of did a double take, like coconut. Like what does that got? I got to check that out. So yeah, I like the name. I like the brand. It's kind of fun. LWC Productions, where are those parts containers from? Are you talking about these bad boys right here? These are from Amazon, and I really like these. I'm pretty careful when I recommend things, just because I don't want people to think that, you know, I'm just recommending things left and right. These do have their flaws. However, I do really like them. They're on Amazon. I don't remember the name, but if you look up small storage bins, you'll find them. They're made out of plastic. They're pretty cheap. They're like 30 bucks. They have these big ones. And the nice thing is, I don't know if you can see right there, but there's room for a divider. And so you can actually, I think I might have some examples in here. That's a homemade one. Here we go. That one's not even going to come out. Anyway, so these smaller ones, they have dividers and stuff, so you can get pretty specific on what you're going to sort, how you're going to sort things. So I really like these. I plan on getting more. So they're on Amazon. Lego Bric-a-Brac, can I ask your age? I'm surprised to hear you're married. Guess my age. How old do you guys think I am? Like I'm always interested to hear this because people are usually surprised when they hear my age. So shoot me some of your guesses. Let's see what you guys got. I need to do a little bit of organizing with these parts because my green parts are so full I can't close the bin. Sorry. Let me get all these out. Let's see here. Ooh, we got some guesses. 26? Nope. Younger than 26. I thought you were either 21 or 26. Yes, I am in between that, but I'm neither of those. I basically just throw all the same type of pieces in one bin, so all my plants will go into a large bin. That's cool. I do that as well. The only problem with, I don't know if you've ran into this, if you guys have run into this, but my bamboo pieces, they break. Like I get these bamboo fronds, they break off so easily, so I can't fill these ones up as much, which is kind of a pain. I'm trying to look for a new solution for storing those. 28, no, thankfully not. 24, younger than 24. I haven't shaved in a while, so maybe that makes me look a little bit older than I am. Lego Head AZ Projections 23. Yes, I'm 23 years young. 23. I don't know. It's funny. I've had people get my age really off. Like I've had people think I'm really old. I used to have a beard, in fact, but I keep myself clean shaven because I want to appear a little bit more presentable on camera. And it's hard to get a beard looking good until you've had it grown for a few months. LWSA Productions. That is a problem for me too. Yeah, those bamboo pieces, it's a real bummer because it's hard to use them. They just don't look very good if they only have 2 or 1 frond on them. So you really need all 3, but once they break, it's hard. LWSA Productions 22. No, I was 22 last year. I am 23. Lego Bric-a-Brac. Yeah, I'm a youngin. I'm a young guy. But I don't know. I'm not super young, I guess. I'm not young enough. I don't know. Yeah. Let's see. Do you know Stan? No, I do not know Stan. Also, I am interested to know if you guys would like me to start a Q&A session. I know those are very oversaturated. Everybody does those, and I'm not saying they're bad. I don't want to do them if people are annoyed by them. But I do think I have some. I don't know. I have some interesting thoughts, some interesting things I would love to talk about or questions. Obviously, I won't answer any question you ask me. I am pretty private about certain things, but if I am comfortable answering it, I would answer it. So let me know if you guys think that would be cool. Obviously, I wouldn't get to do it for very long. With all the changes coming down January of this year, it's going to be hard to know, what to do. I was 20. Let's see, Lego Brick Riot. I was 23, and my Lego Dark Age. No Lego. My Lego Dark Age was about 14 to 22. I bought one, maybe two sets. Didn't really collect. Didn't really play. And then I felt like there was a void, an empty hole in my creative life. Like I wasn't very fulfilled with what I was doing. And so I decided, I started building again, like the Legos just kept calling. And so started up again when I was 22. And now we're here. I buy tons of Legos now, and I have my own channel. Let's see. You need to know who Stan the Stormtrooper. Okay. That sounds familiar. I think that's somebody's stop motion, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so while I've got you guys here, I'm going to do a little bit of a poll. Which one of these MTTs do you guys like more? I've got this one from 2007, and then we've got the newer 2014, 2015. Just curious. I'm sure more of you guys own this one than this one just because this one's older. But yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are because I'm trying to decide. I'm not really trying to decide. I've made up my mind already what I'm going to use, but I'm interested to see what you guys think. Let's see. Q&A sounds good as long as it's not too frequent. Yes, I agree with that. Maybe like once a month. The once a week, I don't know. That's a little frequent. We'll see. I don't know. I might not even do it. I was just curious as to what you guys thought. Well, I have to go. Nice rest of your stream. Thanks so much for stopping by, my friend. Have a good rest of your day. Stan the Stormtrooper. Oh, speak of the devil, here he is. The older one from 2007. I'm Stan the Stormtrooper. So yeah, that looks like you are. The old one is better, but the smaller one would be easier to mock. See you later, LWSA. Yeah, it's really hard. That's actually so I was thinking about selling this one just because, I don't know. If you guys can't really see because of the camera, but there are tons of gaps in here. And as you can see right through the ship or the vehicle right there. There's just some bad designing right here up on the front. It just doesn't look very good, but it is much more convenient to put in a mock. So for smaller scale mocks, I think I might keep this one around. I was thinking about selling it, but I might keep it. But this one is definitely good for the big ones. I am Lego Heads minifigure. I am on a Lego phone. Lego phone. I wonder what kind of phone plan you get with a Lego phone. Let's see here. Lego Brick-a-Brack. My spelling's bad. Dyslexia in Google. Save my crap spelling in spell check. Yeah, dude. I couldn't agree more. I'm not a good speller, and so I definitely love, even with spell check and stuff, I still mess up. All right, guys. This has been a great test live stream. I think I'm going to have to head out now. I've got some other stuff I got to do. Thanks all for stopping by. We got a lot of progress done. I'm really excited to stream again on Friday. Remember, sometime in the 1:30 Eastern. Obviously, hopefully you'll get some notifications. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Until next time, happy building.